Afternoon, gang. So if you're like me, you're still seething after yesterday, kind of watching what politicians, conservative ones at least, the world, the other content creators, y'all as commenters, saying about Joe's speech yesterday. And I think it's pretty obvious that, I'd say most of the country's pissed off. I think that would probably be an understatement here. Because, sure, there's plenty of people that are like you and me, most of us here, that we're not going to get stuck. Let's just put it that way. There's other people that completely are pro Pfizer, pro Moderna, whatever would be. That's great, okay? But they're not for mandating this. They're not for overreach of the government. Because here's the problem, guys. If this goes through, all right, and we all know, like I said this morning, there's a bunch of governors, states that are already saying not going to happen, even though Joe's saying, I'm going to do everything in my power to override these governors. Go fly a kite, Joe. Okay, sorry. You're not king. There's a lot of business owners that are freaking out right now, too. Because even if they are, on a personal level, completely for getting shot, okay, which is their prerogative, not a problem, okay, they know that they all have employees that don't want to or can't for medical reasons, whatever would be, religious reasons, whatever. And so, a lot of companies have said, hey, you know what? That's fine. You don't want to do it? No problem. Don't do it. Okay. And a lot of companies have said, we don't give a crap about the masks or the social distancing or anything like that too. Because the employers know they need to keep their employees. Well, now, if it's a $14,000 fine per violation that Biden is doing, don't you love how this is? Where does that $14,000 go, by the way? There's a great question. If there's 100 million people, multiply 14,000 times $100 million. Is this how Joe plans on balancing the budget, paying off the national debt, paying for the stupid infrastructure deal? Is that his plan? Probably. Companies are going to do what it does to keep them afloat. This is what business owners have to do. They have to make tough decisions. And there's going to be, according to the RNC, a lawsuit, which on my bet is it's going to wind up in the Supreme Court real quick. Okay. Very, very, very fast. And, SCOTUS is going to have a real, this is why they're SCOTUS, okay, difficult decision to make here. Now, there's nothing in the Constitution that gives Joe the power to do this, so it will get ruled as unconstitutional, but hey, that didn't stop Joe from extending the moratorium after the Supreme Court told him he couldn't do it, and he still tried to do it anyway. Okay, so, the Constitution doesn't mean squat to the Biden administration. As Obama put it, it's just a piece of paper. That's why Obama is running the show here, okay, because he doesn't believe in the Constitution. But there was another key point in Joe's speech yesterday. And Joe kind of leaned into the camera and he goes, what else do you want to see? Let me tell you that, Joe. Let me tell you exactly what all of us want to see before we fall for the bullshit line that you and Fauci, come on, let's talk about we've got the most incompetent people in the world running this. And 330 million people are supposed to go, yay, I'm going to listen to Joe Biden because he's such an intellectual genius. Said nobody ever. Okay. This is what I'd like to see, Joe. I'd like to see the true story on the origin of where the virus came from. You told us yourself you were establishing a blue ribbon panel to find out where it came from. And we were supposed to have those results a couple of months ago. I haven't seen them. Where are they? Okay. Was this just another, let's just spend a bunch of money and find nothing again? Okay. I want to see unredacted all the paperwork on Fauci's involvement. All of it. You know, kind of the stuff like Dr. Rand Paul talks about. I want to see all of it. Then, of course, after all that's done, I want to see him in handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit, okay, for crimes against humanity. You know, we can send him to Gitmo, because that's where he belongs, okay? I want to see the ingredients in Pfizer's, Moderna's, AstraZeneca's vaccines. All of them. With descriptions of exactly what they are in layman's terms, so somebody with an 8th grade education can understand exactly what it is. I want to see the side effects from every single ingredient. On top of that, I want to see all of the clinical studies that was done. Oh, that's right, there weren't any. Okay. I want to see all, unredacted again, of Fauci's emails. Every single one of them. I want to see all of your financial records, what stock you own. I want to see all of Jill's financial records. I want to see all of Fauci's financial records. Hey, y'all seem to be real interested for the last 4 years in getting all of Donald Trump's tax returns. And you were like, I'll show anybody anything. They can look at all mine. Good. Let's see. I want to see what stock you hold. I want to see what you own in the way of Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, I don't know, any lithium battery companies too, possibly. Okay. I want to see audits in Arizona, in Georgia, in Wisconsin, in Michigan, in Pennsylvania, in North Carolina. I want to see all those results. You asked me what else I wanted to see? That's what else I want to see. And then once I've seen all of those things, Joe, there's one more thing I want to see. I want to see you removed from office in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs so you can be Fauci's roommate at Gitmo. Pinball out.